More people are venturing out of their homes and many are heading to the ocean, but officials are still warning we're not out of the woods just yet. We're still on a positive track with our state with another drop in hospitalizations. And WJZ is live this morning. Annie Rose Ramos brings us the latest. Good morning, Annie Rose.
Max, good morning. Well, the city's mayor is warning people about gathering in large numbers, and the governor says he's worried about the rapidly rising amount of cases among young people. Maryland's hospitalizations were down slightly. The percentage of people testing positive was up, but still below 5%. Governor Hogan announced new testing sites in Ocean City and Deep Creek Lake, and the state is now recommending anyone who has traveled outside the state to get tested.
We're particularly concerned about young people who are seemingly ignoring the public health advice.
WJZ has now learned that several seniors have been transferred from Overly Health and Rehabilitation Center to Good Samaritan Hospital with COVID-19.
If I see increases in COVID-19 cases, like I said the last time I had a press conference, I would not hesitate to scale back.
Baltimore City will have no firework display this 4th of July, and public pools remain closed for now. But the mayor announced 5 will open on July 13th. You must register beforehand. Playgrounds will begin opening then as well.
Baltimore City Parks and Rec will not be sanitizing this equipment daily, so we want to stress that to parents.
Many will be heading to the beach in Ocean City. Few wore masks on the boardwalk, but they're only suggested, not required.
Not everybody is going to wear masks on the boardwalk probably, but if you see people walk around them, just kind of give everybody a little extra room. And that's what we're seeing actually has been happening.
At the neighboring Delaware beaches, a coronavirus outbreak linked to Senior Week parties led the governor to shut down bars.
Definitely hurt us, hurt our revenue, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
Rehoboth is making masks mandatory everywhere in public, except while swimming in the ocean.
It will be difficult to enforce, but I think now that we're out there with a consistent word, people will pay attention and comply.
And Maryland's Department of Health is telling doctors if anyone wants a COVID-19 test to test them, even if they don't have any symptoms. Reporting live from City Hall, I'm Annie Rose Ramos for WJZ.
Okay, as Annie Rose mentioned, WJZ has learned several people have tested positive at the Overly Health and Rehab Center in Baltimore. Rachel Menitoff has the story.
On Thursday, the Baltimore Health Department confirmed to WJZ that several seniors at Overly Health and Rehabilitation Center were transported to Good Samaritan Hospital with COVID-19.
One of my friends, her grandmother was there, and she had to get her grandmother out of there because her grandmother had tested positive for COVID.
The Baltimore City Health Department said in a statement that it continues to work with nursing homes across Baltimore City to provide guidance and support for both staff and residents. Nursing homes and assisted living facilities have been a major focus during the state's coronavirus fight. The Maryland Health Department continuing to update data on its public online dashboard, which shows currently there are more than 5,700 cases among residents and staff. Baltimore City has 896, the third highest number of cases at nursing facilities in the state. Statewide, there have been more than 3,000 deaths, more than 880 of them among residents and staff at Maryland's nursing homes.
So I know it has to be very heart-wrenching, not only for the person who has COVID-19, but for the loved ones, because obviously they were not expecting to have to deal with that added challenge.
We did reach out to Overly Health and Rehabilitation Center and have not yet heard back. Reporting in Northeast Baltimore, I'm Rachel Menitoff for WJZ.
6:36 now. The pandemic is worse than it's ever been in the U.S. More than 50,000 new cases were reported nationwide Wednesday, most of them in a single day so far. 37 out of 50 states now have rising case numbers. A top health official tells Congress the trend is moving in the wrong direction and the U.S. is not flattening the curve. Mayors and governors nationwide are bringing back tight restrictions and begging Americans to spend 4th of July at home. The governor of Texas, who spent weeks pushing back on enforcing masks, issued an executive order requiring them in public spaces across the state. The nationwide jobs report offered a glimmer of hope. The Labor Department says a better than expected 4.8 million jobs were added last month. That's on top of an increase of nearly 3 million in May. The national unemployment rate dropped to about 11%. But here in Maryland, new jobless claims are climbing in our state. More than 56,000 applied for unemployment last week. In total, more than 903,000 Marylanders have filed since the pandemic began. The State Department of Labor says 96% of those claims have been processed. There's a new president in College Park, and Dr. Darrell Pines is already dealing with some big challenges, including budget cuts and the pandemic. He says UMD is getting ready to bring students and staff back to campus in the fall. The university will work with health officials, and students will be asked to fill out screenings every day. The university will also perform environmental monitoring to test both air quality pathogens and wastewater.
Wastewater that comes out of our buildings, because often there's an early warning signal that COVID-19 may appear in the wastewater streams. We're excited about the possibility of bringing back our population so that students can have high quality experiences.
Another big topic he discussed was athletics, most notably football. Pine says he and other Big Ten presidents have met multiple times. He hopes a decision will be made in the next 3 or 4 weeks, but Pines adds, don't expect the usual game day. He thinks at best, stadiums will operate at reduced capacity.